Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is V's blog where we give you the latest and trending gist on entertainment. So guys, not quite long after Mercy Chinwo posted a video about eezee saying he assaulted her and bullied her while she was working with him, eezee came out and has finally exposed everything that actually went wrong between the both of them, because Mercy Chinwo came out and gave some deep revelations about why eezee got angry with her, and she even mentioned her son that eezee accused her of infidelity in her home. Well guys, I'll just allow you to listen to what eezee has to say concerning the video Mercy Chinwo posted and the deep things he has to review in this video. To my beautiful, amazing and returning subscribers, you guys are just the real OGs. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. If you're new here, you're also welcome. Kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Kindly like, share and comment on this video. To meet again in my next video, do stay tuned and thank you for always coming back to watch my video. So guys, let me know your opinion in the comment section. Who is actually telling the truth between eezee and Mercy Chinwo? Because right now a lot of us are actually confused about this whole issue going on between the both of them. Some people are saying they should just settle amicably between themselves. Some are saying, why would Mercy Chinwo drag eezee out, and why will eezee even mention Mercy Chinwo? So guys, I'll just allow you watch this video and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
Follow peace with all men. This is the prescription of the scripture. Let us deal with these issues internally. It makes no sense that we will choose to wash our dirty linen outside. But every time I put forward my approach towards peaceful resolution, it was communicated like weakness. It looked like this guy is a weak person. Until I heard a statement that really got me sad when one of the pastors said to me, "Stop bothering about the body of Christ. We will deal with you and the body of Christ will be okay." Then I knew that it was a scripted, orchestrated conspiracy and witch hunting. I don't have issues with people wanting to open their own labels. I mean, we have thousands of talents all over within the Christian space. But you need to put one down for yours to go up. Is that the life of Christ? What are we talking about here? It's money, nothing else, money. I thought we had believed, or we've made to believe before now, that all we're doing is kingdom and ministry and money is not involved. I've been an advocate for the balance of ministry and industry. Because one way or the other, you're denying you don't have any business with money, you don't care about money, but you're benefiting financially from the craft, from what you do. So there's a financial tone majorly to all of this. I want to clear a few things. Number one, here is a document of a petition that was written against me around March. My accounts were frozen. All accounts were frozen. I couldn't trace where it was coming from until somehow I got very confidential information that it was a few set of persons who were doing this. The first two female artists who were doing this, and they didn't want me to know, they didn't want the public to know, because it had been planned to look like this law enforcement agency on their own, are carrying out investigation. That was kept private. They tried to cover it, but it was revealed. This is a document that shows the petition that was written. I mean, she has come out to say, going to court, it beats my imagination how one would deny a document, deny her signature on every page of the document, and also deny the living witnesses to the execution of that document. This person we're talking about is someone who is a fantastic actress. She has a lot of strength with, portraying a victim personality to the world. Talent is beautiful, but talent is not enough. How do you say I took you to court? When did the court come in? The dates are there. So look at the dates when the petition was written. I was kept in Ilorin, not in Lagos. Why Ilorin? That's a complete different state, out of the place of competent jurisdiction. And then I was detained for 9 days. Why did it stay that long? Because I needed to write on the statement what they wanted me to write. And I have to negotiate. The same catalog that they are saying is not the battle, it's not about catalog. The same thing was the reason I was detained for 9 days. When I came out of detention, I didn't go public. I didn't bother to talk about it. I didn't want to come outside to give an impression to say these ladies who sing about Jesus everywhere. I have never been opposed to a financial audit. Never ever. All I have just said is, let's have a neutral, unbiased entity, professional, who understand all of the navigations within the ecosystem of the music industry, at least the modus operandi within that ecosystem. I really want this audit to happen, because that's the only way I would also be vindicated. But we also need to check your own books. You can't go to equity when your hands are not clean. Check our books, and then we check your books, and whomever is, owing who would balance up themselves. Whether you like it or not, obligation is an obligation. You cannot claim amnesia of a document you benefited from. It makes no sense, absolutely no sense. All I want to do to ensure that there is no further harassment on me, that's what I went to do. Following the law, the place of the law. How do I stop or prevent this continuous, harassment? And that's the action I took. What happened to the cut she's talking about? This cut was sometime in the last quarter of last year, towards last year. Having explored all other means of a peaceful resolution, we decided to say, the audit process within the apostle who was handling it has collapsed. Why don't we go to the platform that the contract recommends, which is arbitration? Why use the law enforcement agents to carry out oppression and harassment? Think about it. When we started this investment, right, it was investment from scratch. Which manager buys a car for the artist? Do you have a document where you hired me as a manager? When you meant to meet Hilda Dokubo, Momi Hilda, K.O. Baba to have me sign you up, was it to be your manager? Why are you going to them for the label to sign you up as a manager? The manager buys car for you, gets you an exclusive rehearsal space, gets you an exclusive office, sets up a band for you, pays for all of your production, whether audios or visual. Speaking about collaborations, we had a collaboration with JJ Houston. Fantastic collaboration. And it has benefited every one of us. Why will I not want you to have collaboration? But then, shouldn't we have collaboration following due process? I don't have any problem with collaborating with whomever you want to collaborate for. It's business. You keep to what is expected of you whilst your contract is ongoing. Regarding the allegation of bully and all of that, anyone who knows this person we're talking about will know that you cannot bully a bully. You can find out from her roots, you can find out who she's been, those who work with her closely. This is just an attempt to assassinate the character of someone. Let's not go away from the real thing. If you say you're a true child of God and I am the one that is the problem and I have financial fraud like you have called it, can you tell the public that you're willing to subject your account to an audit by an independent audit? Let's make these things easy. All we have been saying is, it's not catalog, fraud. Should be the warrant of arrest was fraud of money. Bring out your books. We are willing to bring out our books. On the other artist, she said we refuse to comply to audit. The audit they carried out was based on the documents we made available. When you got to a point where they were saying, bring this money in this country, you have this account in Dubai, you have the other one in India. I don't have any accounts anywhere. If you have, he who alleges will prove. If you have accounts anywhere that you know that belongs to me, you can go take the account and carry out your audit. But for all of the information and the details that we have, the documents, we have provided to you. And what we expect of you is to return. And if you have questions to ask anywhere, you ask the questions, we will give clarification. There's something in law called lien or set-off. Set-off is when you are owing me and I am owing you. When we carry out a financial mutual reconciliation, we will know who is truly owing who what and balance the account. Don't you think there's much more to this than just financial audits? Can't you at least hear the undertone? A child of God will not go all the lengths to destroy another. It won't. There's nobody who says, I'm a child of God. You can't do ministry with bitterness. You can't do it with resentment. This is my truth, and I'll be consistent with it anytime. The allegation of, I didn't know about this, they forged it, they forged that. Social media is not the platform to determine the validity of a document. Processes required. You have lawyers who should go through that process. There are certain information that I would not be triggered to put out here because it's unnecessary. There's plan for dispute resolution. It happens in every business, whether a family business or extreme professional business. It happens in any kind of business. What is the due process if there was anything that was done by the label that you didn't like? The court, not the law enforcement agent. You go to court, the court will order us to come. We will bring our books. There's no court that will order us to bring our books that we will not bring. We'll bring our books. And whoever is owing who would pay up. I hope I've been able to bring clarity to the allegations that have been put out about me. I don't have to cry. I don't have to try to whip sentiment. All I need to do is put out my truth in the best way that I can. I understand that there are a few sponsors of yours. You've talked about bloggers. The video that just went out now, it went out on different blogs, spending money on blogs here and there because you have promised me that both me and the organization will go down. Regarding the royalty that you have said was withheld from you, which is what is considered as diversion. I'd said this in my previous video and I would say it again. You cannot divert and communicate. You can't communicate what you have diverted. An official email was sent to you stating that there was a need for us to have mutual financial reconciliation. Let us know what you owe the label and let the label also know what she owes you, and then we can counterbalance. But till date, you have still not made your account available. And what you decided to do was to run straight to the police. And that's not where to be resolved, because we want your account. It's not because of any, we are talking about transparency and equity, so we will open our accounts. But we want you to also open your account. There were events you went for that you didn't want people to know about. But unfortunately, it's a small ecosystem. Everybody talks to somebody. You know, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, some of those meetings were not declared. They weren't talked about. There's a church in the Enugu called Sensas Church that we had received an event on your behalf. And we had communicated to you, including both the monies and the event. You didn't attend the event. It was a serious challenge. The pastor was very angry, the disappointment, bringing disrepute to the organization. And the same thing happened to an event in Zambia. $7,500 was paid as deposit for you to be in that event. You decided not to go. We had to refund that. This is an evidence of the refund. With all of these things that had happened, there was a need for us to have a sit-down talk and not an oppressive or intimidating approach to resolving it. And that's where it's still going to end. There will be a need for you to open up your books and let us open our books so we can have a mutual and fantastic end. It beats my imagination that in all of this, as sensitive as a case of a paternity saga, that's what you want to use to put false allegation on my head. I hope you have enough evidence to prove that allegation that you have made, because it is totally disappointing. It's heartbreaking that you can go to this extent to tarnish the credibility or tarnish the image of someone. You had promised that you would destroy my reputation and the organization. Well done. When you're done achieving it, I hope you get a crown in heaven. I also saw the post regarding the events that held in Benin. It was specifically at the time when a fellow label mate was having her birthday. And part of the culture we had instituted within our ecosystem or the organization is that when one person is doing something, let the others encourage the same person. I mean, one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. We try to see how to introduce a support system where they get to complement themselves and live happily as a family. She was supposed to be in attendance of that birthday. She said to me she wasn't feeling fine. Of course, health is very important, it's sensitive. She was going to be absent in the birthday event. So when she said that to me, almost at the same time, within the same day, the birthday was on the 26th of October, I think 2021 or so. She had said she wasn't feeling fine. Management decided to allow her to, rest. The office received an invite regarding wanting her to be present for a meeting in Benin. All we did was to have communicated in sincerity what she had said to us, that she wasn't feeling so strong. She wouldn't be able to make the birthday. So just said, she's not feeling fine, but let's see how it goes. Hopefully, because that event was for more than a day, I think it was either 2 days or 3 days, I can't remember the specific. We just communicated innocently based on what she said to us, and somehow they reached out to her pastor, and they also reached out to her, management reached out to her to ask her, oh, you're not coming for label mate's birthday. It's understandable you're not feeling fine. But then there's an event that has also come up in Benin. If you're not feeling fine to attend a birthday that is in Lagos where you are, would you be able to travel all the way to Benin? And she said yes, that she's fine. She wants to go for the event. So we were shocked. You were not strong enough to attend your fellow artist or label mate's birthday, but then you can attend an event in Benin. Well, we had already communicated to this host what she presented to us, and then it became an issue. Why did we communicate that she wasn't feeling fine? What would I do if my artist says she's not strong? Should I compel her? If I had also said you're not feeling fine, go for the event so that you can bring money back to us, she would say, you didn't even care about my life and my health. I told you I'm not feeling fine, and you still want me to go and sing and bring back money because you're just a businessman. So I don't understand which one to do. You're not feeling fine, rest, as you have said. You can't be available for your label mate's birthday, no problem. So does it mean that you just came up with a lie of not feeling fine because you didn't want to come for the label mate's event? So I allowed her, to do whatever she wanted to do. She attended the event. Oh, they came with ambulance, blah, 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 blah. I was so shocked to hear mental illness. I don't know where that came from. I mean, all of those extreme words, extreme usage of words, just to make it look like, I mean, it is stupidity for us not to allow you go for an event, because for every time you go for a meeting and you're blessed, we share